Ranked matchups always elevate the pressure. The heart beats a little faster. It gets a little more intense, particularly if that team across the field is a conference foe. And that's exactly what we have in this showdown coming up. Welcome to Chapel Hill, North Carolina. Keenan North Carolina Tar Heels. As we'll see, the number 25 team in the country, the Syracuse Orange, taking on last year's national champion, the North Carolina Tar Heels. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis. David Pollack and Jesse Palmer will kick it off to get us underway. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So Syracuse's offense will go to work first. To the air, it's Abraham. It's caught. They'll guide him out of bounds down at the 25-yard line. Syracuse might take a shot here on 2nd and short. Leaves it with the back. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season, or the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
So North Carolina's offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone. And you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming in this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
One of the things that makes this quarterback so dangerous is how accurate he can be when he's on the run. And he's a guy that's looking to throw. He's not looking to take off himself. Showed you that accuracy on that play to get the first.
Good execution. They moved the sticks, and they got it at the 33. The Tar Heels will have it 1st and 10. Back to throw. It's Knowles. Quickly complete. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the 1st down on the throw and catch.
And this offense is just so dynamic because they've got playmakers at all the skill positions, right? We just saw a big play in the running game. Now we see one in the passing game. There's not one dude that you can key on here if you're on defense to try and slow them down.
It's complete to the right. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Let's take a minute and talk about North Carolina. Really interesting matchup here. It's always fun when the top 2 teams in the conference get to square off in the regular season. With all the expansion, it's become a little bit of a rarity, hasn't it?
It has. Obviously, there's so many teams in each conference, but head-to-head still very much matters. So if you're sitting, obviously, at the top like these teams are, the head-to-head this day will really matter down the road.
Yeah, this was a game we circled way back in the preseason, expecting these 2 teams to be as good as they are, and now we get to find out who's the best in conference. Both these teams relishing this opportunity to show not only their opponent, but the rest of the conference who the top dog is.
The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Nobody open. He just throws it away, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I like the decision by the quarterback there. It's only 1st down. It's not there. Throw it away. Live to play another day.
After getting nothing, it's 2nd and goal from the 6. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on third down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on third down.
Had nowhere to go with that one. Had to just throw it away. A wise decision to keep the field goal in play. Right down the boulevard. It's good. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
And he knocks another one through. And how about this kicker? Good way to start off your season, right? Like, what do you have at the spot? Sometimes you don't know. Can he make those kicks? Starting off, hasn't missed one yet. Been very dependable for this squad.
After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Looking downfield, it's Abraham. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Oh, they dial up on second and a long way to go. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down. The Orange will have to punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fair catch is called for in the midst of all this rain. Just concentrate on one thing, making the catch. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. And this one's not working. He'll just throw it away.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
And the Tar Heels line up, trying to move the sticks on third and short. They'll try to power their way ahead. Turning it on! Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
What a great run there. On third and 1 situation, though, David, that has got to be demoralizing for a defense because they were packed up close to the line of scrimmage, expecting run on that one.
They're playing aggressive, but great offenses have the ability in predictable situations like third and 1 to get first downs.
Now the connection takes it to the 11.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. The Tar Heels line it up with a first and goal. Looking to pass. It's Knowles. Using his legs to buy some time. Got out of trouble and throws. Hauls it in. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
Wants to fire on second down. Lets it go to the end zone. And he's in for the touchdown, but hang on just a second. There is a flag on the field. That is a costly mistake as the penalty wipes the touchdown off the board. Now on second and goal. Looking to fire. Going for 6. And he really wanted to get the touchdown there, but it's incomplete. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. It's third and goal and a long way from the end zone. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And the rush will get to him at the 25. Guys, we've reached the end of the period, and North Carolina's on top. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. And to open the second quarter, they'll start with a field goal try. And for the second time, they'll go for the field goal. The first one was good, and they'll try from 42. Oh, it's blocked. That's a live ball. Running wide open down the gut of the field. At the 20. Touchdown, Cuse. He got loose, and it was lights out after that. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 7-3. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
A lot of interest in this CUSA showdown today, so let's catch you up to speed on things. The home team is just destroying the competition today, and at this rate, I'm not sure it won't get worse. The away team has done nothing to stop this offense. This is ugly today. They're up 14 over Liberty. Conference USA tends to make its presence felt.
Brings into the open. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
So much for the tough field position. One play, and you're already to the 35.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. It's Knowles. The short hands. It's Tyree. Knocked out of bounds at the 46 after the good pickup on that one. This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far, but starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. Quickly to the tight end. Boy, that was a precision play all the way around. Throw, catch, tackle, bang, bang, bang.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
Well, they pick up the first down there on the screen. I love the offensive line there, allowing the pass rush to get way up the field. They completely baited their guys, made them think that they got beaten, that they were going to get the sack, and then they sneak the running back screen right in behind them and pick up the first.
I love when QBs break the pocket and still look to attack. Because as soon as you break the pocket, I'm thinking, oh, man, he's going to take off and run, and I might come up. But those big plays can be made down the field. Nice job by the quarterback keeping his eyes down the field.
Looking to the end zone. Pass is broken up, incomplete as they were trying to strike for 6.
Yeah, and I don't know what happened. He didn't look open as it is, and the QB's trying to make a play, trying to force the ball, but at least he threw it where his guy could catch it or nobody could catch it.
It's complete to the left. Touchdown, Tar Heels! Oh, that made the end and then strolled into the end zone for the score. These two guys, they just shared a glance, and they knew exactly what to do, David.
And how many times do we hear that? The quarterback talk about it after the game and go, hey, I just looked at him. He knew what I saw. I knew what he saw. We're on the same page. We've done this before. That chemistry equals big plays.
And he'll bring it back. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Can't hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be 2nd down. Scanning the field, it's Abraham. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
That's the problem when you go empty, right? As a quarterback, you know you might get blitzed, and if you do, you better know where your hot throw is. If you don't, you're getting sacked. That time the linebacker got to him.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Put it where only his man could get it and gave him enough room to get the foot down. Syracuse right back at it.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Under fire. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. The Orange just need to get some of that yardage back here on 2nd down. Motion from the wide receiver. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Well, you got to know as a quarterback, when you're in an empty set, which means you have no running backs in the backfield with you, you got to be able to get rid of the football. And you're expecting pressure. The clock's going to go off in your head. Not a good job of keeping 2 hands on the football, and the defense able to knock it loose.
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
How about this defense coming out aggressive on 1st down? They're in the red zone. They're like, no, we're going to take the fight to you. Now setting up a 2nd down and long and putting them in a great position to be successful.
Makes the grab on the left. Now the connection takes it to the 11. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on 2nd down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback.
And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, North Carolina! The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Looking to throw, it's Abraham. Going to try to pop one on the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. The Orange just need to get some of that yardage back here on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. Syracuse will be forced to punt. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Fair catch, called for and made. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. They'll give it to the back. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line?
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard games just because of the body blow effect.
Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. And the Tar Heels come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Makes the grab. He'll step out of bounds. He's at the 33-yard line.
Well, he was putting up big numbers coming into this one. We knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often. And with that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
The sweet feet buy a little time. He's going to fire to the left. It's caught. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, UNC! Quick strike through the air for the score. No midseason concentration lapse here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Just missed on the connection, incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
They ripped off 7 on that one. Now a 3rd down and 3. Syracuse right back at it. To the air, it's Abraham. There's the pressure. Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball. The punt team makes its way onto the field. Fair catch is called for. You want to make sure that you field it cleanly in rainy weather like this. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back to pass. Scrambling away. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Oh, it's picked off. He goes out of bounds, but what a play to create a...
Down, you need to make a play. They can't score any more points. This one could get out of hand now. You have seen.
Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. These guys are bringing serious heat. They are like sharks swarming and just getting after the passer. Second down, he'll throw it. Pressure coming. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing. Syracuse with a major problem and a long way to go on 3rd down. To throw, it's Abraham. Missed his receiver there, it's incomplete.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Special teams coming through as they pin them back. They'll mark it dead at the 10. 90 yards in front of them as they start the drive at their own 10. They'll go to the ground. Got enough for the 1st down and wants more. Inside the 25, stopped at the 24. Clock will stop to move the chains. 1st and 10 from their own 24-yard line. Wants to adjust the pattern. Wants to go up top on 1st down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
That's what this defense has to do, guys. They've got to knock this quarterback down to the ground. He's already thrown a couple of TDs. The only way you're going to stop that is with good quarterback pressure.
Thanks to grab. And they bring him down quickly, but a good gain there. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. The Tar Heels really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Finds space on the right. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
He's got the tight end. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Timeout, North Carolina.
Just a few seconds to go here in the first half, and they'll send out the field goal team. Got to make sure they're sound in protection. They had one blocked earlier. Even bigger. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, a magnificent broadcast so far there today in Chapel Hill. And this second half will likely come down to which offense can figure something, anything out. Take some chances, get creative. Both offensive coordinators had full heads of hair at the start of this game, but right now, they look like cue balls after one frustrating first half.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. They start this third quarter with the lead, but they might want to think about shoring up that protection.
Yeah, the good news is you're leading on the scoreboard. The bad news is your quarterback doesn't feel like it because you can't protect him. So, David, adjustments in pass protection, that has to be something they were talking about here at halftime.
100%. Just, you can't get him hit that much. He's still doing a good job delivering the football, but if you keep hitting the quarterback enough, man, they'll start to see ghosts, they'll panic, and they'll make some of those mistakes.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. And the Tar Heels now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Makes the grab. It's Tyree. Oh, he's got some space. A huge pickup on the play before he goes out of bounds, but the question is, will it stand? There is a penalty marker on the field. So the big gain, all for naught, brought back due to the laundry on the field, and they'll try it again. Line getting set on second down. Wants to throw. It's Knowles. Got it in the middle. It's Reed. Knocked off his feet.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
It'll take some work to get to the sticks. It's 3rd and long from the 30. He's looking downfield to throw. Moves away as he feels pressure. Outside the pocket, lets it go. It's caught. And they make the tackle, but the official has tossed his flag. Just when they thought they had the big play, the penalty wipes it out. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. The Tar Heels will punt this one away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. They'll try the run. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. The Orange with a ton of options available on 2nd and short.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
Quickly out to the tight end. Open space at the 25. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them.
And, yeah, that's kind of surprising. We talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
They want to dance their way in on 3rd and goal. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down.
And it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. Be interested to see what they do to try to change it up.
They got him. The pressure got home, and the defense makes sure this drive comes up empty. The offense starts in the shadow of its own end zone. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Dropping back, it's Knowles. He's going for it all. Hauls it in down the sideline. And another big game for this offense. They are putting explosive pass after explosive pass up in this one. They opened up this drive, getting all the way out to the 35, and now it's 1st down again. Lost one deep down the right side. And it falls incomplete, but that could have been disastrous. A defender was right there. So now it's 2nd and long. Leaves it with the back. Ball is loose. The offense very fortunate to get that ball back. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. And the Tar Heels have it with a 1st and 10. Lost to throw on 1st down. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
This QB has been so comfortable all day long. Obviously having a ton of success. You've got to affect him. You've got to put some hits on him, those body blows, so you can make him wear out and physically feel you. This is the first time really getting to him. This defense needed this bad.
The Tar Heels are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Caught near the sticks. It's Reeves. There he goes. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here. And the Tar Heels, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. To the air, it's Knowles. Throws to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Touchdown, Tar Heels! And the stomping has commenced. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We've got to figure something out. We've got to try to do something a little bit different, bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. On that last drive, 4th and goal didn't exactly work out. They really need to pay it off this time, Jesse.
They were so anxious and eager to get back on the field. They know they left points on the board. They let that one get away from them. They look like they are pumped up and ready to go here.
And listen, it was a good drive, so you got to remember that. But they got to realize, I got to get points. When I get in those areas, I got to capitalize. And they wanted a touchdown last time. This drive, they can go make it happen.
The Orange with a lot of work to do on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Had to throw it before he wanted.
The This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this, and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. They'll run it from the gun. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
When a running back has had as much success as this guy's had so far, listen, defense has got to cue in. They got to cue into him. He's priority number 1, number 2, and number 3. That's a good start to maybe turning this defensive effort around.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. And guys, this is a great time to take a shot if you want on 2nd and short. Dropping back, it's Knowles. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
And on those screen passes, I want those defensive linemen to run right up the field, and I want to throw it right over their head where I got some space and I can get my running back going. That is the opposite of what happened right there. There was no space. He couldn't even get going.
What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be 4th down. The Tar Heels will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And he is knocked down immediately after the catch. That punt coverage team had its hair on fire. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Looking downfield on 1st down. Catch in the middle. It's Gossett. There he goes to the right. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. So 1st down will open up the final period. On the move, it's Burns. And a decent gain there before the defense makes a stop.
I know that wasn't a huge, sexy gain. I know not everybody's jumping up and down, but what it does do is put you in a great position to succeed on 2nd down. 2nd and 10, really hard. 3rd and 10, really hard. Now you're in a manageable situation. It really gives you the whole playbook.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
One of the biggest reasons today why this offense is losing in the game is they haven't been able to get it going throwing the football. This guy still has not thrown a touchdown pass. They thought coming into this game they were going to have tons of success throwing it. But you got to give the defense credit. They've watched the film. They've been mixing up their looks defensively, trying to confuse this quarterback. And again, on that last deep shot, it falls incomplete.
Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. He's got it. 1st down and more. He's got enough to give Syracuse the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll leave it with him. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Well, that last play is basically a microcosm of what today has been like for this offense. Just nothing happening. Not physical enough at the point of attack. They're being swarmed. They haven't had the balance necessary to win this game, and that's why they find themselves trailing late.
And this passing attack has not been great today. It hasn't found a way to manufacture those big plays and to scare this defense. And now, in passing situations, trailing, this is a...
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose.
The ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep 2 hands on the ball as well. And they're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it. He hurls one deep down the left side. Can't hook up on the long throw, and 4th down goes by the boards for this offense. From the gun, the running back has it. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position.
Turning it on! Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Inside the 25, they'll snap it from the 24, first down. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Grab near the marker. It's Reeves. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, North Carolina! That score will give them a little more room to operate here in the fourth quarter as they go for their 6th straight win.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Maybe picked up a couple as he gets it to the 14.
How about this defense rising to the challenge? Focal point number 1, stopping the great running back. Check. How do we do it? Being physical at the line of scrimmage, getting off blocks, not missing a lot of tackles. They have checked all of those boxes and shut this dude down.
He's knocked down behind the line of scrimmage again, and this just hasn't been his day. Nowhere to run. Syracuse needs to come up with a big 3rd down play to keep the drive going. Wide receiver going in motion. Looking downfield, it's Abraham. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. Syracuse will send out the punt team. Looks it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. This offense has it with really good field position. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. He's knocked down at the 30. They're sort of hitting them in the mouth with a 6-yard pickup there. And the Tar Heels in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Power football with the run. Plows ahead for a pickup of 1 to the 32.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now has taken out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place, and that time they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
Oh, that one will leave a mark. No good. Because no game is perfect, something has to go wrong, so the coach will have something to gripe about in film. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. They go to the ground. Breaks into the open. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. Syracuse might take a shot here on 2nd and short. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Looking for a man. It's Abraham. Grabbed over the middle. It's Gossett. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give to the back. He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point you're going to have to change your thought process. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the...
And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Punt is on its way. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. Boy, they have delighted these home fans here by putting this game in a hammerlock, David.
Yeah, this crowd's been jacked up. They've been excited.
He's got it on the left. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44. So they're closing in on a solid top 25 win for the resume, in addition to holding off any thoughts of an upset.
Well, they were very anxious and eager, too, to make a statement to the entire country just how dominant they were. They have so much confidence in themselves, but they wanted to prove it to... else. They wanted to prove it to their opponent here today. They dominated in all 3 phases.
And now they put the college football world on notice. That was a nice win. You get these top 25 wins, they're big for your resume, big for your confidence, and everybody else starts to look at you a little bit more seriously.
Offense uses a timeout. 17 seconds left on the clock. Ball just inside the 40 at the 39. It's 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Unloads it downfield. He's got it in more than enough for a 1st down. They'll get the timeout with 5 seconds remaining to play. After this, it'll be a wrap. From the gun, looking for a man. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Makes the catch along the sidelines and steps out of bounds. They've reeled off 6 straight to start the season, undefeated, bowl eligible, but when you have that kind of record, the possibilities